Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs and it's for Monday, the 5th of May 2025. Hope you're doing well. We've got cards flying out already. Let's have a look at what they are. See what's in the energies. Watch and listen carefully. Pay careful attention both to yourself and what's going on in the world. Notice all those signs. And it's a time to restore. So if you're feeling like your body is saying, or the energies are saying to lay low, to nurture yourself, to not go to work, or whatever it is, then honor that. We need to be spiritually led at the moment, to go with the flow, to not force ourselves into situations or energies that are not within the flow. Road less traveled. Be the odd one out. Black sheep. Even now. And I'm saying that as a black sheep, you know. Very rare that I have lived in a way that other people live. That's all right. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. And all the just choices that I make. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I haven't learned along the way and I would do things differently. But there's very little of that because of the way that I live. It's very few regrets that I've got in life. So, rescue. Help others in need. Or ask for assistance when you need it. And do you know, you've probably learned this already, but you've got to wait for someone to ask for help before you give them that help. It needs to be instigated by them, otherwise they're not going to get it. If we try and impose our help on someone else that we think needs help, they haven't instigated it within themselves, it comes across as judgment, because it is judgment. What we're saying is, I know better than you about your life path, and we don't. It might not be their time to get that lesson. They'll get it when they're ready. It will come up within themselves, right? And so just be careful of that, of trying to rescue when someone hasn't asked. You learn that lesson as a healer when you start doing it willy-nilly, and then you get like bad reactions from people. And I've had people try and do it to me as well, like try and help me out with my energy, and it never is true about what I'm going through or how I feel at the time when they try and do that, or help me in my business when I haven't asked them to. And it's like, what are you doing? Trying to interfere in my business when I'm with the flow. I'm doing what my guides have asked. Why would you try and interject on that and saying I should be doing something else or focus on this or that? It's like, you know, it's jarring when you've not asked for it. It's saying like, oh, this person is obviously lost and doesn't have their own guidance, which just isn't true. It just isn't true. We do all have our own guidance. And we're all right on time. Okay, Tarot, what have we got? We've got the Lovers. Okay. Lovers energy. 4 of Wands celebration. And then one on the floor is 7 of Cups, confused about choices. Confused about the choices that you've got now. Time to restore. Rescue. What was that? Road less traveled. Why have we got the Lovers energy here? First card out in the tarot is usually the most important one. Highlighting relationships. The High Priestess is an internal knowing, an inner knowing about somebody. Intuition. Could be a relationship on the cards for some of you here. If you've not been in a relationship. For some of you, you could have an intuitive knowing about your partner as well. Divine timing. Interesting. I think there's a lot of us that have been single, clearly, in the world now. For good reason, because we needed people, our partner, perhaps our future partner, to figure things out by themselves first. There has been an element of putting stuff on other people. We've all got that within us. We get into a relationship and we project within that relationship rather than, you know, when you're by yourself and stuff happens and it's all on you, right? Because you're the only energy within it. But you get together with a partner, someone else is there, and so you can blame and refuse to take responsibility, right? I saw that. When I was 21, I was a single parent. I had a baby by myself. And it was hard, yes, but it had its benefits because it was just me, right? And then I got married and had another baby. And so I had both experiences, right? And that was hard in its own way. Yes, there's someone else there to help, but there's someone else there to help. And so there's this, like, if you're the only one to do it, then you just get it done. If there's someone else there that could do it and they're not doing it, it's like, in that, you know? Partnership always brings out something when we're not ready for it. But two people that have been by themselves for long enough might have dealt with all of that stuff. Might have, right? So divine timing. For those of you that have been single for ages, you might have had to wait for your person to be single for ages too, or for a while too, for them to figure something out. 4 of Wands, celebration, woo! A party? Is there a party today? I don't think so. Not for me. Yesterday. Yesterday there was for me. No, this is the 5th. No, 2 days ago there was for me. It might not be an actual party, it just might be the party feeling. 4 of Wands, why are you here? That was the same card. It was the 4 of Wands. 9 of Inspiration. Because someone has been healing themselves and has come to the end of that. Okay. Might have something to do with this rescue card as well. For some of you, this is about a relationship. Perhaps someone that you've been attracted to, but you could maybe tell intuitively that they weren't ready. Or there might have been that, I'd quite like to be with this person, but there's something holding me back from that. Or perhaps the universe has been holding you back from that. Psychic development is behind that too. So you might be noticing that they're ready now. That's so interesting. It's so interesting because I'm kind of attracted to somebody and have been for a long time. A really great guy. I've known him for a long time. But for most of that time he was in a long-term relationship. He's not now. But it's interesting that this has come up. Yeah? Yeah, it might just be that they need to be single for longer. 7 of Cups, confusion about choices. Is it time now? Oh, that's too many cards. I'm not doing all of those. Page of Voices. You've got your eye on them, or they've got their eye on you. You've both got your eye on each other. Could be time for it to move forward. 5 of Inspiration, reaching higher, and Justice. Balanced, a balanced relationship, reaching higher. Well, it could be on. This relationship could be on now. You might be seeing signs of that. That's what the party could be about. Could be going on a date for some of you with someone that you've known for a while. Creativity and home is behind that too. Creativity and home. You're doing some renovations. I just ordered some. I did a big organise of my place a few years ago. In the kitchen area, I got shelving units and storage things and all kinds of stuff, and storage things for my wardrobe as well. Just to organise all my stuff. It felt great, but the kitchen stuff, the shelves that I got are just kind of metal, right? It's all a bit rickety really, and it's a bit messy now. And I just saw today, this morning, on our version of Amazon in Thailand, well, in Asia, these that just came out of my cat's ear. These kitchen shelving storage units with the more like plasticky, they look more solid, and they've got these, you know, plastic perspex covers on them. Anyway, I ordered 3 of those, so I'm going to revamp it. So it might be just that someone is helping you out, putting something together in the home. It could be something like that. Anyway, what about masculine and feminine energies? There's that, goes with that. Okay. Masculine and feminine energies could be talking about relationships here. With the masculine and feminine energies within yourself, the whole dynamics in the world, really, of the changes that we've got going on. So the moon energy, unknown energy, something is yet to be revealed. So there might not be confirmation of a change that's happening at the moment. You might not get a solid yes or someone admitting to something today. We've got Judgment and the Two of Swords. And so you've got a decision to make, but you're unsure about it with that lack of information. Three of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. This is a reciprocal heartbreak. This is a wound mate. It could be a wound mate. This is you've both been through something, or we've all been through something. You and a friend, you and this lover perhaps, or some that breaks our heart. This could be a collective awakening of like, this thing going on in the world is really heartbreaking. This thing that we've had to do, taxes, it's heartbreaking. And for what? For what? So there could be a collective kind of an awakening about something that's been heartbreaking. A system or just something that's been going on. The Moon. But there's something yet to be revealed. Keep on putting one foot in front of the other. Keep on getting this right. We've got changing times because of a collective consciousness shift. So enough people have wanted, perhaps have noticed about toxic masculinity, have noticed about systems, want to be more in the feminine. Enough people have shifted in that kind of arena for there to be coming about a change. And as this change happens, we need to be part of it. But we need to figure that out, how it's going to change, how to lead it, what's going to happen. We don't need that. All we need to do is keep on being ourselves. And when we get that guidance through, keep on doing that thing that's in front of us, speaking out, telling that person, whatever it is, or tuning into an energy, or realizing that something's breaking our heart. Just keep on doing that. One step will be shown the steps to make these changes. It's like a tumbleweed, you know. It's already started. These changes have already started, and it's not on your shoulders. But we do need to play our part, and it's not as big as we think it's going to be. Our part is not as big as we think it's going to be. So just keep on putting one foot in front of the other. You don't need to know. Struggle. But it's not in the struggle, it's in the flow. Here's the thing. Yeah, you don't need to struggle for it. So if you're fighting for something, struggling for something, that's not where it's about. We're talking a bit about the honoring, valuing the feminine yesterday. This is not about screaming at people that don't value the feminine and trying to get them to change. It's not about that. We don't need to do that. Enough people have awakened already. We don't need to awaken everybody. We don't need to be the one that forces that. Remember what I said about rescue. If they ain't asking for that, it's not in their path at the moment. Let them go their merry way and be miserable with all of those people. They don't have to value yours. So this could come up in, like, if you're in a career and they're not valuing you for what it is that you offer, you can't change them. You just need to go to where you are valued. Same thing with that rescue thing. If they haven't asked for help, then don't help them. If they're not on the trajectory to awaken to that, they would have done. If they're on the trajectory, they would have done. They would have done with all of these energies. They would have woken up to it. So don't be in that position where you're arguing with people, not online, not with people around you. It's not your place to change somebody's mind on the trajectory that they're on. We've got so many different souls, so many different levels of souls here on this planet. And yes, we can think that our particular energy is right and they're wrong. And there's kind of an element to that. They're kind of behind a little bit, yeah. But it's not wrong. Just because you're at university doesn't make you right and people that are in primary school wrong. It's just where they're at. They're learning where they're at. It's fine, right? And so, yeah, get out of that struggle. And don't try and do the impossible. You don't need to do that. There's plenty of us awakening to tip that balance. Judgment and Two of Swords. So you've got a decision to make and you don't know what to make. You don't know what decision to make. Well, keep it to yourself, says the Four of Materials. Validation. No. Don't seek validation right now from outside of yourself. Keep it to yourself. You will be able to make that decision in time. Ask for clarity. Sit in meditation and ask for clarity. Get your validation from within and from the universe. Do not get it from other people. It will just mess up your energy. Trust yourself and your connection. Seek that validation from within. discernment. The choice is yours to make, you see, and it's got to be made from you, from your particular, the fragment that you are of the universe. The universe is like a hologram. Piece of perspex, a hologram, it's got a full picture in there. You smash it on the floor, it breaks into pieces. Each of those pieces has got a picture of the whole. We are that. We are a fragment of it, but we're the whole. We're part of the whole. Your particular piece of that is a piece that fits somehow, yeah, in there. It's unique, like a jigsaw puzzle piece. It's unique. And so you need to be the one making your decisions, knowing yourself and making your own decisions. Don't seek validation from outside of yourself. Sure, there might be people that have got similar kind of a consciousness, but we tend not to do that. We tend to seek validation from those that are completely opposite us, trying to change their mind to give ourselves permission to do it. Like, that's crazy. That's just craziness. It's just impossible. So don't do that. Make the decision yourself. See this bird standing by itself on a branch there, singing its own tune. Path less travel, road less travel. Be your own person. Make your own decisions. Six of Pentacles, the Three of Swords is a collective, a reciprocal heartbreak going on here. Might be waking up to that. The Hierophant, spiritual lessons, Nine of Voices that have caused anxiety. I think a lot of us have been numbing out to the anxiety that we've got. I certainly have. I have an adrenal problem and I had no idea. I had no idea. From my work, from everything really in my life. And I live a chill life. I've even got like a bald patch now. You can't see it. Luckily, it's happened in a place where it covers it up with my hairstyle. But all of these signs that I've got these adrenal problems, and I'm like, okay, because externally, and if I'm talking to anyone else, you'd think that I've got the chillest life, and I do, that's the thing. But my body is telling me, no, you don't realize. You've got used to it, you've numbed out to it, you don't realize. So listening to that, listening to the collective heartbreak and listening to yourself, watch and listen carefully, time to restore. Really got to get tuned into ourselves today. What's behind that? Please? What's breaking your heart and what's causing you anxiety or any level of nervous system unrest? Inner journey is behind that, and you've got to do it yourself. You can get help, of course. Therapists and all kinds of things, readings, energy healings. Of course we can get help. You can ask for help and you can get that right help. But the decisions, I can give you information in a reading. I ain't going to make the decision for you. I'm going to point out how you can make the decision. The energies involved and what it is that you need to face in order to do that. I ain't going to tell you what the decision is though, right? So, nor will any good therapist either. Right. But we can open windows of awareness to the things that you need to consider. If you do want a reading or any of that, if you want to do that with me, visit my website, behealing.com, book yourself in. I'll pop a link for it up there, if I remember. I probably won't remember to put the link in. In the description box below, there'll be a link. It's behealing.com, behealing.com, anyway. We've got a crib, a birth or conception of a child or an enterprise or something new. We have a dragon, beware of self-delusion. Oh yeah, not time to be deluding ourselves right now. Victim mindset, for some of you, stop being in that victim mindset. Get yourself out of that. So limiting to ourselves. Further, and I'm not saying like the world isn't having an effect on us. It clearly is, but a victim mindset doesn't do anything apart from take us, leave us in a depressed state and despondency. Further, someone you know is undependable and insincere. How many people do you know that are like that? Stalk, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. It's like that crib, same energy as that crib. We've got a club. Someone will try and make you do something against your will. I'd like to see them try. Absolutely not. So if someone's trying to order you around, just say no. Candle, you will be shown the way. Yes, you will be shown the way. We've got a harp, great happiness. We've got a broom, new home, new attitude. I love that card. And a horseshoe, good luck. Cool. Got something new coming in, but we clearly need to be saying no to people and situations in sincerity, someone controlling, beware of self-delusion. But there's good stuff coming, right? How best to deal with these energies today? There we have it. Two of Swords and the Hierophant. Two of Swords, I don't know what to do. And the Hierophant says, well, just follow the spiritual path. Spirit will lead you. Like I said, validation from within. Validation from Spirit. It's the way forward in all of this. You're not alone. But don't rely on people to make decisions for you. Go within, get it from Spirit. And you can have help, but it's different than trying to get validation. I guess sometimes readings are you seeking validation that your inner truth is true. Do you know what I mean? That it can be a form of validation, psychic readings. So if you are kind of new to your guidance and you don't fully trust it yet, and you're like thinking, well, I think I've got the guidance and I think I've had the signs to do this, then a psychic reading can be validation of that, yes. You don't tell me about that, the signs that you've got. I give you the reading and it confirms for you. It is a way of people getting confirmation and trust in their own guidance. Matcha, yummy. So, getting that guidance from within is how best to deal with it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment as well. What has this brought up for you? Have you got relationship stuff going on at the moment? Because it very well could be about that today. If you'd like to sign up for my free course, then there is a link to it there. Just click that square there and have the best day ever. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.